Arte is dedicated to promoting Latino art, culture, and education. And during Hispanic Heritage Month, Arte is hosting a number of events, most of which are free. Joining me now is the chairman of Arte, Daniel Diaz. Bienvenido.
Gracias, Jocelyn.
It's great to have you. Now, Arte is based in New Haven, but you do all kinds of things throughout the state. How would you describe the Latino culture?
Well, Latino culture is, as I always tell people, we all come from different places. We come via different ways, but we are here with the same purpose, and it's to progress, to give a better life to our children. We're very similar in many ways, but we're very different in other ways. We have a common language, which is Spanish. And due to a lot of regionalisms, we're very different in our cuisine, we're very different in some dialects as well. Our music, which is our popular music, is very similar. However, each country has their own folkloric music as well.
And of course, living here in the United States, all the events that you're doing is really helping to raise awareness of what you are all about.
Yes, it does. Not only it does that, but it also closes our cultures together, and it also helps us develop a way to bridge the gap between different communities.
Very good. Let's talk about some of the programs you do have throughout the year. So tell us more about that.
Well, we have programs throughout the year. We promote art, talent, and education. We do a lot of after-school programs. We do programs with our youth, because celebrating Hispanic heritage is not only celebrating where we were, who we are, but also where we're heading. And part of that involves education. We at Arte understand that education is the main tool for our community to grow. And that's why we're putting a lot of our resources in education. We bring children to colleges. We do after-school program. We do family arts workshop. And we also give scholarships to students who are interested in the arts.
You really want to make sure that these children succeed in life.
Yes, yes, that is our main goal.
What's the challenge, I think, for these kids who come from a different culture and living in the United States? What's the biggest challenge?
A lot of times the challenge comes from within the families. A lot of parents don't speak the language, so really they don't know the whereabouts and how to navigate through the system, as I call it. A lot of students, of course, because of the resources, they're not exposed to universities, they're not exposed to a lot of opportunities that other children are. So that's, I would say, the main challenge with our youth.
We have some pictures that we want to share with everybody, because this really does showcase your youth and the future. Yes. And what are they doing here?
Well, here they're making masks. They're masks from a town in Loíza. And it was a family arts workshop that we did. They paint the masks, and they have the horns. And those masks were done in the past as part of our history to scare up the Spaniards, to scare all the people that they felt were against them. And it's a combination of the Taino culture and the African culture.
Very good. You have a number of after-school arts programs.
Yes.
Ties all that in. And who do we have here?
Well, here we have Pablo Garcia, who's one of our board members. And me, of course. We look great, don't we?
Yes, you do. You look very festive with your hats and everything. Of course, culture is, arts and culture, a big thing here.
Yes. Here we have one of our students from Co-op. She's one of the only Latino harp players. We actually hired a lot of artists to perform in our events.
Is she a recipient of any of your annual scholarships?
No, she's not.
Okay,
she's actually one of the newcomers, and hopefully we did advise her to please apply for the future.
Yeah, because I know you have those scholarships.
Yes,
and this is one way of promoting the children and educating them as well and getting them into college.
Yes.
Very good. And large group there.
Of course. This is visiting colleges. This is a group of students visiting one of the universities, in which they meet students who look like them, and they can actually advise them on what to do in the future.
Very good. And of course, their families are getting together here, sharing a wonderful activity.
Yeah, that's the Family Arts Workshop.
Very good. And there, of course, is the bright future.
Of course, that's the future of Latinos in Connecticut and also in our nation. We want to make sure that they understand their ways and they can also be successful.
You have a lot of events during Hispanic Month, and many of them are free. Let's talk about some of those.
Yes, yes. We have all of our events, most of them are free, of course, and we actually have to thank our sponsors, because if it wasn't for them, we would have not been able to have these events for free, which is Comcast, Wells Fargo, and the Knights of Columbus, and also other sponsors, which are listed in our brochure, and people can look into our website, arteinc.com. However, let's get into the events. We have the Cocina Cups, of course.
Yes, of course. Well, we're going to see them in a few minutes.
Definitely, and let me tell you, what they're cooking, my grandfather used to make it for lunch every day, and he lasted to 106. So I think there's something in root vegetables that make you last forever. We have a show currently taking place at our offices at 19 Grand Avenue, which is a show on art and food. We also have a coffee tasting. A gentleman by the name of Dennis Garvey will make a presentation on that. We're bringing a group of students to Albertus Magnus and with the all college bound trips.
Yes.
And this Saturday we will be having a workshop for art and science for all the students and their families to come in, and we want them all to come at Columbus
And
School.
everyone is invited to participate from all different cultures.
We welcome everybody because we're here, and we're here together to make a better USA, a better nation.
Absolutely.
And the only way we could do it is, as I always say, culture is not something you keep inside. You have to share with other people so people can understand who you are. And, you know, we're creating a fusion here of all cultures.
Very good. Of course, for more information, go to arte-inc.com. Danny, thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. Up next, Arte Cocina Cops are in the kitchen preparing traditional Sancocho and a special Lutini cocktail when Connecticut Style returns.